I think all unemployed people should make a YouTube channel. So I'm unemployed, I'm jobless, and my wife is currently at work right now. So I'm home all alone. And what do you do when you're home alone? There's only so many jobs to apply to, right? I mean, you can't just conjure up a job opening out of thin air. And from my experience, remote jobs are a total crapshoot. So just imagine competing with everybody in the world for one job. That sounds like a nightmare. I mean, either you gotta be the best in the world or super lucky or what. I mean, I don't even know how they go through all their applications. I mean, I'm sure they probably get like literally thousands of applications. There's like no way to like close them down. So maybe they use AI to reject people. I don't know. But so remote jobs, I apply to them if I see that if I might be a fit. But in the back of my head, I'm like, man, remote jobs probably not gonna happen. Local jobs that are on site or hybrid are obviously a lot more realistic because that applicant pool gets dwindled down to just people living in that area. It doesn't mean it's easy because I live in Houston, which is one of the biggest cities in the world. And a lot of people are in my position where they also want jobs. They also want to get hired and they have a similar skill set to mine. So yeah, it's not easy. So what do you do while you're kind of going through this period of time where, like me, it could be months and months and hopefully not years, but it could be a very long time until someone finds a job? Make a YouTube channel. Because one, there's so much to do. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. And what I mean by that is if you want to practice graphic design, you can practice making thumbnails. If you don't want to do that and you just want to talk to the camera like I'm doing right now, then just do that. So here right now, I just have my iPhone right here on a tripod, on the floor, my back against the wall, trying to keep my house private out of respect for my family. And I'm just talking. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to get better at talking on camera. Because if I get better at talking on camera, I get better at talking everywhere else. And I've seen that. I've noticed that whenever I go talk to the clerk or the mechanic or just out in public, or if I'm doing a phone interview, these are skills that translate. They make me feel more confident. And talking on camera is all about performing under pressure, because the pressure is that it's recording. So you know that you're on and you don't want to mess up. And so you have to perform like this, in this state. If you choke, then that's bad, right? It's like that 8 Mile movie where Eminem is on stage, he's rapping, freestyle battling, and he chokes up and the words don't come out. He's choking. How? So practicing on camera helps to avoid that. And there are many times where I'm on camera where I'm like just frozen and can't say anything. And that happens in real life too. But now that I'm developing the skill is an edge that I think I'll have. And basically it's subtle. It's subconscious. When people see that you're confident, when people see that your mind is flowing freely and you're not thinking too much, then you just become that much more persuasive and charismatic or whatever. So that's the skill that I want to focus on. I don't really like doing thumbnails, even though I'm a graphic designer. I just don't really care too much about thumbnails right now because I don't have unlimited time. I want to use the time I have for what I want. And also, I'm making these style of videos with minimal cuts for two reasons. One is to practice not relying on cuts. And two, I don't like editing. Editing just takes way too long. And again, I don't have unlimited time. So I do edit a little bit just because to take advantage of the format, because otherwise I always think in my head, like, why, if I'm just talking to a camera, why not just make a TikTok? I'm not on TikTok, but isn't TikTok just like the definition of like low effort, off the cuff, spontaneous, just 30 seconds, speak what's on your mind, upload it, literally no editing involved. So if I want to go that route, then I guess TikTok, then I guess I feel like I'm wasting my efforts in that I'm using the wrong platform, the wrong medium. But when I do edit a little bit, it makes me feel better. It's like, okay, I'm using YouTube for what it should be in some sense. So in editing, it forces me to see my flaws. So I'm working on breathing through my mouth when I take a breath. I notice a lot of speakers out there do that. Before, it was this nervous tick where I would breathe in through my nose a lot, like, but that sounds terrible. So breathing through my mouth is something I'm working on. I'm always working on taking out my filler words, like ums and ahs and likes and stuff like that. Easier said than done. It just comes so naturally. I think it comes naturally to everyone. But yeah, so I'm working on those two things right now. What else am I working on? I don't like how I look off the camera a lot, where I'm thinking, I'm like this, oh, I don't know what to say. So I want to look more at the camera. That's another thing I'm working on. I wish I had like a coach to coach me up or whatever. But this is what I'm doing on my own accord, on my own. So yeah. And working on a YouTube channel and doing this even as a hobby is great because it feels like you're building something. It feels like you're being productive even if you're not productive. It gives you a little bit of hope that every video I upload, maybe somebody might enjoy it. Maybe somebody would watch it. Why is that important to me? I don't know. Why is it important for you to share anything with anyone or talk to people? I mean, we're just social creatures, that's all. So I think for my joblessness, it's very soothing to the soul. And I think anyone can relate to feeling useless when you're jobless, which is a terrible feeling because it's not true. I mean, I guess it is kind of true financially. You're not bringing in any money, but you're more than just your job, right? But this kind of scratches that itch. It makes you feel like you're doing something, and you are doing something. If you're doing something creative that you haven't done before and you're learning things, even if you're learning at a slow pace, that's still better than nothing. Before I did this, I would just do a lot of house stuff, a lot of reorganizing the house. I would just think man, this room, maybe I can rearrange the furniture. I would clean drawers. I would think, man, I don't like how my drawers are set up. I'm gonna change where my socks go, where my underwear goes. I'm gonna put all my papers here, all my crafts here, stuff like that. Just change everything around the house. And that would take time as well. And it would be satisfying. But at a certain point, I was like, I mean, I'm just moving stuff around the house and move stuff around the house. I mean, it doesn't seem terribly productive. And at least for me, I've always wanted to make a YouTube channel, even a crappy one, because I'm operating from this mentality that like, if YouTube all of a sudden kills my channel, it's not going to break me or make me feel that bad, because the skills that I've gained from attempting YouTube can never be taken away from me. That's in here. That's a skill set. So overall, I think if you're unemployed and jobless, looking for work, and you feel antsy, like, man, I feel like I need to do something, just look into YouTube. There's a lot to do. You know, if you're just starting out, obviously you're a one-man show. So if you're into it, you can do your own market research into this. Probably going to be a hobby. So you can research your market, you can research your brand, how you want to show up, where you want to film yourself, how you want to look, how you want to what topics you want to talk about, what thumbnails you want to do, what programs do you need to download, how are you going to edit all this, are you going to rope in any friends, are you going to, if you're doing YouTube videos outside, like where are you going to go, what music do you want to use in your YouTube video? Like, there's just a million things that can go into making a YouTube channel, and some of it's got to interest you, and it's going to be time consuming in a good way. It's going to take your time while you buy your time, and kind of keep an eye out for job openings so you don't go insane and go down this like downward spiral of like, I don't know what to do. I'm just like sitting around the house 8 hours a day, which is terrible. When you want to work and you don't work, it's just kind of a weird thing. And it's hard to be thankful for that. But I think it's important to be thankful and grateful for that. Because, I mean, think about it. A lot of people who are working right now wish they had the time that I had. I haven't worked a lick in over 3 years, which is crazy. It's like I feel like I'm retired or something. But it's good to bring in more money to support the family so we can have security and comfort and stuff like that. So yeah, I recommend it.